Little Judy was adopted by a rich family. She didn't know she was the real daughter of a rich man. Judy lives humbly in a rich family. She is careful in everything. She was afraid of doing anything wrong. It will make the rich family unhappy. But even so, Mia still hates Judy. He slapped Judy hard. It was only a few days ago. Judy has just been adopted by a rich man. Mia was very happy at first. Ken have appeared to accompany her. She also held Judy warmly. Live in the same room as yourself. But at night, Judy sleeping on the floor. Because I miss my mother so much, he took out a photo with his mother from his backpack, and then cries sadly. Woke up Mia, who was sleeping soundly in bed. Mia got up impatiently and asked Judy to keep her voice down. Said she slept very light. Judy was so frightened that she apologized. Put mother's picture back in the backpack. Just then, a watch suddenly fell out of my backpack. Mia suddenly turned pale. She questioned Judy about her watch. How could it be at Judy's? Judy glanced at her watch. Your father gave it to me, he explained. Mia doesn't believe it. She immediately got out of bed and looked for her watch. Find it and compare it with Judy's watch. It's the same watch. Identical.
말도 안 돼. 이건 말도 안 돼. 나한테만 줘야 하는 거잖아. 이게 대체 왜 두 개 해야 되는 건데? 왜?
Judy thought the misunderstanding with Mia was over, but she disturbed her again. Judy took her mother's picture, came to the kitchen downstairs. It happened to be seen by Mia's father. The man hugged Judy heartily. Tell her to cry out when she is sad. Only in this way can we dry up our sad tears. Judy felt it for the first time. Warm embrace like father's love. She couldn't help crying at last. At this time, neither of them found out. Mia, standing behind them, also cried. But Mia cried. Not as sympathetic to Judy as her father. Instead, he was angry that his father was so kind to other children. Mia angrily returned to her room, smashed the watch her father gave Judy. Think Judy doesn't deserve to have the same thing as her. The second day, Mia came home from school. She heard her own room. A wonderful piano sound came out. Open the door and have a look. It turns out that the piano player is adopted Judy, and her father was just like he used to play the piano with her. Standing beside Judy with a loving face, Mia was extremely crazy, but in order to maintain the image of a good girl in front of her father, against her will, she praised Judy for playing the piano very well. She said it would be nice if Judy could be her teacher. Judy simply didn't see it. Mia doesn't look right. Modestly speaking, my strength is actually very general. Mia immediately cited Judy's shyness. Call dad away.
있어서 불편해서 그런가 보다. 아빠 잠깐만 나가줘.
그런가? 그래 그럼 둘이 자주 얘기해봐.
Then she stopped pretending, unveiling his mystery, exposed his ugly face. She came forward and slapped Judy. She warned Judy not to touch her things again. Mia naively thought, Judy can use her room and piano now. The next step is to take her father and tell Judy to be self-aware. Don't be naive to think that you sleep in her room, breathe the same air as her. You think you've become a family with me. Let Judy stop dreaming. She said that and walked away. And Mia's mother also thinks her husband took extra care of Judy. She could not help feeling suspicious.